3 days before registration closes, the flyer's on the counter, the fees due online, and your co-parent texts, "I can't cover travel this season." You feel that little drop in your stomach. Been there. Let's talk through it.
Welcome to Danny's Den. Today we'll dive into the costs of youth sports after separation and how to keep weekend rituals and relationships intact. Let's chat.
Quick promise. In about 10 minutes, I'll give you plain language legal basics, a budgeting exercise you can do right now, mediation-ready lines to send, and a tiny music trick that keeps rituals alive when custody switches. First question, is sports money part of child support, or is it an extra? Short answer, sometimes both. It depends. Child support is meant to cover basics, housing, food, everyday childcare. Courts then decide whether an activity is a reasonable part of the child's upbringing or whether it's an extraordinary expense that needs separate treatment.
Think in categories. Neighborhood rec league, more likely bundled into support. National travel tournaments and elite private coaching, often treated as extra. But courts ask, is it necessary, reasonable for the family's income, and consistent with the child's needs? So, how do you act before the judge decides anything? By making a fair, documented proposal and keeping the child's routine front and center. Simple as that. Not easy, but simple. Let's break down real costs so the numbers stop feeling like a surprise. Example season snapshot coming up. Follow along and grab a pen. Registration, $200. Uniform and equipment, $150. Local travel and gas, $100. Tournament travel, $800. Private coaching, 8 sessions at $60 each, $480. Incidentals, snacks, carpool, babysitter for late practices, budget $50 a month. Add it up and a season can easily hit $1,200 to $2,000. Microbeat, who pays what? Not fun. But here's a reliable split. Baseline versus discretionary. Baseline covers registration, modest uniform, regular travel. Discretionary covers national tournaments, hotels, and private elite coaching. Do a 2-column list. Mark each item baseline or discretionary. Total both columns, then propose a split tied to income. If one parent earns 60% of combined income, propose that parent pays 60% of discretionary costs. Courts often accept income-based splits because they reflect ability to pay. Now, the moment where money turns into identity. I once mediated a case where parents agreed on registration but stalled over an $1,800 tournament. One parent called it showing off. That word turned a numbers issue into a values fight, and suddenly negotiations stalled. If you feel that happening, name it calmly. I hear your concern that this looks extravagant. My priority is the kid's development and routine. Let's talk options. Naming the emotional frame gets you back to problem solving instead of blame. Scripts really help. Use short, solution-focused lines. Example subject line for an email or message, tournament split, temporary agreement. Then in the body, be specific. I want Jamie to play this season. I can cover registration and equipment now. For the tournament, can we split costs 60-40 based on our incomes? I'll book flights once we confirm. Short, clear, action-oriented. Need a temporary agreement so kids don't miss deadlines? Use this verbatim if you like. I will pay X dollars now toward the tournament fee. Please confirm you will pay Y dollars within 30 days, or we will use the proposed repayment schedule, Z dollars per month for N months. Please reply to confirm. Put dates and dollar amounts. Keep receipts. Bring documentation to mediation, your expense list, registration deadlines, and the written proposal. Mediators like concrete offers. Judges like consistent behavior backed by records. If you've been fair and documented it, you look reasonable. Creative cost-saving moves. Share hotel rooms with another family. Ask coaches about reduced fee slots or scholarships. Run small group private sessions and swap last season gear with other parents. Small changes compound fast. Try bundling. Offer to pay registration and basic equipment if the co-parent agrees to split tournament travel. Or propose a rotating schedule where each parent covers travel every other tournament. Flexibility can keep kids playing and tempers down. Now, the emotional ledger. Money fights are rarely only about the money. They're about control, status, and fear of missing out. So protect routines. Don't fight in front of the kids. Don't post the dispute on social. Take the conversation offline and calm first. Negotiate second. Dating after separation, be upfront about weekend rituals. If a new partner will attend a Sunday game, talk to your co-parent about expectations first. Kids need consistency. Rituals matter as much as wins. Ritual tip that costs almost nothing. A 2-minute pre-game mixtape and a predictable snack box. Pick 5 songs your kid associates with game day and keep the order the same everywhere. It builds continuity faster than any jersey. Honestly, kids notice the playlist more than the cleats. That tiny signal says, no matter where we are, this is game day. And that feeling matters. Quick, actionable checklist you can use today. 1. List upcoming sports expenses and deadlines. 2. Send a short written proposal with concrete numbers and an income-based split. Subject, tournament split, temporary agreement. 3. Document any temporary payments with dates and receipts. 4. Keep one low-cost ritual that never changes. Playlist, snack, or a pregame high five. 5. If negotiations stall, consider mediation before court. Final legal reminder. This episode is general information, not legal advice for your exact situation. Family law varies by state and county. If you need binding guidance or you're facing a dispute that could go to court, consult a local family law attorney to apply rules to your facts. If this helped, hit subscribe so you don't miss future practical guides on law, love, sports, and pop culture. Want a customized season budget template? Drop a comment or send a direct message through the show page, and I'll share a checklist you can edit. Before we go, a short R&B/hip-hop mood note. Make a 2-minute pre-game mixtape that gets everyone smiling in the car. Memories beat arguments every time. Thanks for listening to Danny's Den. If you have a specific legal issue you're looking for assistance with, send me a direct message through the show page or use the contact form to book a free 30-minute consultation to see if I can help. You can also drop a comment in the episode notes. Take care. Let's chat.